It's the Illinois Open Technology Challenge with $75,000 worth of prizes to come up with technology that meets the needs of the pilot communities of Illinois, those being Rockford, Belleville, Champaign, and the South Suburban Mayors and Managers Association, which is 42 communities in the south suburbs of Chicago. So what we're going to cover tonight is essentially the rules of the challenge so that you can have a better idea of the kinds of things we're looking for and just other details of the challenge. We're going to give a little bit of time to see if anybody else feels like showing up. If not, we'll get going. Okay, the main thing that I want to cover this evening, let me go ahead and show it to you, is the rules for the challenge. Just make sure that shows up okay. Just by way of background, the Illinois Open Tech Challenge is an initiative of the Illinois Science and Technology Coalition, along with the Smart Chicago Collaborative, to bring together governments, developers, and community members into a common mission around technology and data to solve community problems. So what we've done is we have 4 pilot communities: Rockford, Champaign, Belleville, and the 42 communities of the South Suburban Mayors and Managers Association. We've been to each one of these places twice now, with the exception of Belleville, and that's one reason why we're having our hangout tonight, because we do have some weather in the great state of Illinois that is precluding cautious travel. So we decided to go about it this way and have something that we could show to everybody who may be interested in the challenge. So in those 4 communities, our mission is to get all sorts of people together in order to make applications. And we've had some really great meetings in all of the areas. And now we're at a point where we have opened up the contest, and we've even extended the deadline for applications to March 29th, 2013 at 11:59 p.m. So you got to hit the send button at the appropriate time. And we have the main goal that we have is to have applications that are of and about the community. So for each one of the 4 communities in the pilot area, it's $15,000 prize. So we're only going to have one winner for one application that is going to be a grand prize winner for the challenge. And then we have a statewide application that if you take statewide data and make an app that meets the needs of people across the entire state, then you can win $15,000. I greatly encourage developers, any OpenGov developers in the state of Illinois, to go ahead and submit an application, because there's a really good chance that your app will get a lot of attention and can win $15,000. So let's take a look at the rules. And what we're going to do is go through them one by one, and just cover them. So here's what we've got. The Illinois Open Technology Challenge is a joint initiative of, as I said, the ISTC and Smart Chicago. It's supported by the Illinois Innovation Council, the State of Illinois, the Chicago Community Trust, the James L. and the John S. and James L. Knight Foundation, the Motorola Mobility Foundation, Google, and Comcast. We're really appreciative of all of the sponsors. And it's not just money that they're giving. These organizations really do understand the importance of open data and open government in communities, and I just appreciate their leadership. The competition is open to individuals and teams, and who develop innovative software applications that utilize data from these three websites. This is a really important point: data.illinois.gov, metrochicagodata.org, and ssatlas.org. Those are the four areas and the four data portals. And in each one of them, you'll see that we have also individual places where you can see information from each one of the, that is to say, data from each one of the four. We have little microsites for each one of the four pilot communities, and I'll show you those a little bit later. So, judging. The submissions will be judged on the following criteria: the quality of the idea, including creativity and originality, implementation of the idea, including user experience and design, and potential impact on Illinois residents, visitors, or businesses. Of either the one of the selected pilot communities or the state of Illinois as a whole. So the judges are going to consider in general these questions: does the application address a community problem within the pilot community or the state of Illinois if it's going for the state of Illinois prize? There's a reason why this is first. This is really important to us, that it not just be technology for technology's sake, or utilizing data just because it happens to be there, but that in fact that it serves a real mission in the state of Illinois. Does it solve this challenge in a new and effective way? So we're looking for novel ideas. Is there market potential, either consumer, government, or utility? There's a few important points here. We really do focus on the market. We find it really important that that these applications actually sustain themselves in the marketplace, and because we believe that popular things are popular. Things that are worth money can be useful in communities because people value them. And then consumer, government, or utility. If you serve the local government with this application, that's a perfectly reasonable approach. It doesn't just have to be a consumer-oriented application. Obviously, we're here to serve government as well as community members. Lastly, is there potential for funding, whether private, philanthropic, or crowd? Obviously, we value other ideas that other people have, and value ideas that have that can attract investments. So next up is how to participate. It's open to individuals or teams that are 16 or older, or who are residents of the state of Illinois, or if you're a full-time college university student. All team members must be listed in the submission. An individual may join in more than one team. An important point in this is that on the actual submission form, we have the name of the first person that makes the submission, the lead person. That is the person who will be getting the check. So obviously you guys can work things out as a team, but it's important to us that we're going to provide the check to one person, but we also at the same time greatly encourage you to form teams, especially teams of people in the community. The rules and sponsors and project administrators' decisions are final, and that's just that. So the entry period, as I said, has been extended to March 29, 2013, 11:59 p.m. So you've got some extra time, and it's time to hustle, people, because at this time it's March 5th. Let's get our heads together here. How to enter? Basically, you just register at this link here, illinoisopentech.org/challenge/registration. All of this just basically says fill it out. So important to note, again, the category requirement. You can submit in one of the pilot communities, or you can submit for statewide. It's important to note that we believe that the spirit of the competition is that there are people inside these communities who are helping these communities. That's really important to us, and the statewide competition is hopefully would be some sort of statewide individual or company that thinks that they have an app that really serves the entire state. So they must be, here's some important requirements for each category. Submissions must be software applications that use at least one of the data sets from the 3 sites. We said that before, and again, it's worth mentioning. It's really important. Submissions must be maybe any kind of software application, be it for web, a personal computer, a mobile handheld device, SMS, or any software platform broadly available to the public. Preference will be given to applications that run natively on the web, which will be of greatest use to the largest amount of people. This is important to us. We believe that it's important to create software that serves as many people as possible. We believe in applications that run natively on the web and that they, have, when it comes to responsive design, we think that's just a good way to design. So that is a bias that we're bringing to the judging, and that's sort of just the way that is. Submissions must be free to the public throughout the competition and for at least 1 year thereafter. Again, how are we going to enforce that? Well, that'd be pretty hard. But the point is that the spirit of the competition is that you make something that's useful. It must contain an application of functions as expressed in the text description. So this is not a business plan contest. This is an application contest. Applications may combine publicly available data set with data from other sources. And we encourage that because public data is one thing, but when you mash it up with other available data, that's a real benefit, and you can create really powerful applications. This is sort of a detail here. They can't be substantially similar to prior submissions already submitted in the Apps for Metro Chicago competition we had here in the Chicago area. They must be in English or in a language other than English. Certainly, we encourage bilingual, trilingual, multilingual texts, but English has to be one of them. Submissions may not be indecent, defamatory, etc. Be a nice person. Number 9 is don't be a jerk. Number 10 is be original, and you have to own your stuff. So don't be a thief. Submission rights. This is important. Contestants will own the intellectual property rights. This is not signing anything over to the state of Illinois, but you do provide a royalty-free license to the to the state, and you'll make the submissions available, and you'll allow us to display them, etc. Again, allow us to display them. We're going to talk about this quite a bit. Now, winner selection and judging criteria. I think we covered this quite a bit already, but it's important to note the types of judges. So it'll be screened by a qualified internal panel selected by the sponsors at our sole discretion. It's important to note that this is not a blue ribbon panel type of a contest. This is a contest where, again, it's focused on the community. The judges are going to be a part of the community, and we are interested in having people who are members of the community. So we'll have, the mayors of the towns and community members and things along those lines. It's not a blue ribbon tech entrepreneur Shark Tank type of a contest. It's just not what we're up to. We're going to substitute or modify judging panels anytime. We'll figure it out is the upshot here. Here's an important note. Odds of winning depend on the number of eligible submissions received and the quality of submissions. So we don't know how many people are going to submit. I'll tell you, we've been all around the state, and we've gotten quite a lot of attention around this. But someone's going to win $15,000 in each one of these places. This is your basic winner need be present, verification of potential winners. If you can't be contacted, we won't give you the money. Here's the prize money. That's a lot of money. $15,000 for the statewide, up to 4 locals. We reserve the right to award no prize. Boy, I don't know if that'll happen. I would highly encourage you to think about the great municipality of Belleville, Illinois. They sure could use technology, and I would take a look at that if I were you. For all prizes, when you're responsible for taxes and fees, we're going to mail it to you, etc. You agree to a whole bunch of stuff. You're going to comply by the rules. You're going to hold us harmless. You're going to indemnify. All that stuff. You're going to let us talk about you forever. We're going to have some general conditions, etc. Limitations of liability are robust and written. We're not going to have any disputes. We're all going to be happy. Privacy, we're going to respect it. Collected information, cookies, sharing your information. If you have any children, obviously we respect all laws with regard to children. You're not allowed to enter this contest if you're under 16. I think that pretty much covers the contest. So that's what we've got there. So from here, basically, that was all I had. I wanted to cover the rules for everybody, and I want to make a quick check over here. And see if anybody had any questions. If you do not have any questions, I'm going to do a couple things. First, we're going to take a look here and see if we can. Did you ever see Picture Pages? Remember this? I used to babysit. I'm kind of old, so I don't remember Picture Pages from the what do you call it? When I was a child. But when I babysat my nieces and nephews, we watched this Bill Cosby Picture Pages. Picture Pages. We're gonna do some Picture Pages here. All right. This is the great state of. Look at that. Huh? Yeah. Whoa. There we go. It's the great state of Illinois right here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. This guy. Huh? How's that look? It's pretty good. Whoa. It's backwards. I don't really understand video technology. But anyway, open, right? Open. All right. I think that's backwards, which is not good, but you get the idea.